Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create 3 fall hanging baskets. This is the perfect seasonal floral decor. I'll take you through each basket and I'll let you know how I designed them. Okay, so I'm using this basket here that I got at my local Michael's store for only $2. If you go, they actually have those on sale. And then I am using a floral block. And then I'm also using some assorted pumpkins. I have those orange ones, and I'm using these pink ones, and then I also have these orange fabric ones as well. You also need some floral cutters, and then I'm using some artificial flowers. Okay, so you're going to begin by adding your floral foam block into your basket. Once you have added your foam block, you're going to take your artificial flowers. I went with these pink roses. I just thought they were very pretty. And you're going to add them into the foam block. You may need to use your wire cutters or your floral cutters and cut the stem right before adding them in. Be sure to play around with the placements of your flowers, and as you add your foliage in, just make sure you're, adding each of your flowers where you are going to want them to be displayed in your basket. I did end up adding a larger leaf, and you'll see that here in a few. And I did end up removing that in the end. So like I said, just play around with the placement of the flowers as you go, and you'll get it just right. So after doing adding in the foliage and the leaves and everything, I decided to add in these orange pumpkins. Um, most of the materials I already had on hand. So if you have any materials stored away, you can just reuse those for your basket designs. And then this one here, this fabric pumpkin, I actually picked that one up at my local Dollar Tree. I just thought they were really cute. And I'm just adding that in here to finish off the design. So this next design, I decided to use softer colors. So we're going to go with white, and the foliage is also lighter. So I'm just using my floral cutters, and I'm just cutting some of the artificial flowers so that the stems are just right before I add them into the foam block. And like I said, for this design, I want it to go with softer pinks and whites and lighter greens. So after cutting the stems on each of those, I'll begin to insert them into my floral block. So yeah, like I said earlier, just play around with the placements of your flowers. If you don't like something, just remove it, re-add it. That's what I did with many of these as I was designing them. You'll just want, like I said, just to play around, make sure it's perfect for you. And here I'm just adding in the lighter foliage. I just wanted something, I don't know. I know a lot of people associate the darker colors for fall, but I wanted to do something different here. And so I did add in my lighter pink with a little bit of my darker foliage in the front of my basket. And then I believe for this one, I decided to use my pink fabric pumpkins. So I'm just going to take my floral cutters and cut them, and then I'll just insert them into my basket. And that will complete this design. Okay, so for this last basket design, I decided to go with more of a wildflower look. So what I'm going to do here is take my floral cutters and I'm just going to begin to cut some of my flowers. For this one, I'm using darker, like a burgundy, yellow. We're also using the artificial, they look kind of like twigs. So those will go in as well. Then I also have some like lighter purple wildflowers that I'm adding in as well. Like I said, this one is more of like a wildflower theme. So after cutting each of the flowers and inserting them into the basket, I'll then take my, I think for this one I'm going to use the orange fabric pumpkins. I think that one will match along with one of the pink fabric pumpkins as well. So yeah, I'll add those in after adding in the flowers, and then that will complete this last basket design. So yeah, if you could tell me which basket design you like the best. I'm thinking I like the second one the best, but I'd love to hear from all of you. Which basket design did you enjoy? Thank you all for coming along and creating with me. I'll see you soon.